we come to y'all with a mukbang. Mukbang. However people. I got some Dungeness. What you got?
The one and only snow.
Let it snow. So yeah, before I even break it down for y'all, this lemon butter that she made, orgasm worthy.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that, but it's good.
Orgasm worthy. So yeah, first off, let me just start off by saying Mercury retrograde is a time period where you can sit still and focus. So many people think retrograde automatically means chaos and that it's bad. But I just feel like it's a time period where you can really hone in on anything that you're not focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
And start to really plot on how to get everything together. At least that's what I take it for. What about you? What have you noticed through different Mercury retrogrades?
It is sit and hone in, but it's not even really that you have to sit and hone in. It's really made to make sure that you get the messages that you avoid when you're always ripping and running. Always, going here, going there, and barely sleeping. Especially for a lot of us who are, you work full time and you're doing hobbies like this on the side. Because it's like that. It's joyous. You can have some fun. You're really passionate about making stuff. So you can be so busy that you're not paying attention to the messages that are coming through for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so during Mercury retrograde, you gotta slow down. You want to slow down. Trains will be sitting on tracks, and you gonna be sitting on the train on your way to work.
That happened this past weekend for us. Our regional rail train that normally runs just wasn't running this weekend until after a certain time, and it had the whole city backed up. At least for everybody that commutes that way.
And it's normally like the, quick little joint. You know what I'm saying? When you just run into the city.
You know what I also think Mercury retrograde is good for?
What?
Really taking time to be quiet so you can look at how you communicate. Because if we think about Mercury, it's a planet that rules communication. So when it's haywire, when it's in retrograde, it's in reverse. You think about speaking before you say anything, the weight of your words, listening to people more deeply so you can catch any type of meanings that would normally go over your head.
Going on, honey.
Right, like deep water communication. Deep effects. I think Scorpios get so much bad rap, kind of like Gemini, but they are probably one of the deepest signs.
Gemini.
Case in point. Mind you, I'm not even a Gemini, but I love Geminis, and I don't like the hate they be catching.
I have nothing to say.
Yes. But, like I was saying, I feel like Scorpio is just a deep sign. It carries water, which is emotion, depth. So, I feel like this is a time period to really go deep into yourself. Be that how you think, how you speak, how you feel, things you may be holding on to.
Like this crab meat.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Worth your time at a time.
Anything that you would normally push deep down inside, bring it to the forefront and examine it. I'll tell you one thing, though. The fact that Mercury is in retrograde in Scorpio during Scorpio season, I feel like it's double effects.
It's a good time to do any type of forgiveness work you're going to do. Because you're going to hit some real deep thought patterns. Things that you're not even aware.
I almost got it.
That you've been avoiding. Oh, this is a good time to go back and let some stuff go. And I'm gonna tell you something. I was not the proponent of forgiveness. A lot of time, the forgiveness requires that you sitting at the table having potato salad with a special person.
You gotta do it for yourself though, not for nobody else.
But when you do it, there are more advanced ways than just saying, "Oh, I forgive you." Much more advanced ways.
And most times it doesn't even have to include the person. I think we sometimes get hung up on this idea of closure, meaning we have to have a conversation with the person or have to have acknowledgement from them. But honestly, that's just a restriction that's holding you back from your closure that you need to give yourself. You may not be the blame for any unresolved feelings, but it's your responsibility to heal with or without that person validating what you feel should be your closure.
Because here's the thing. It dips into so many things, and you'll unlock as you go through different people, different situations. I'm not moving my shells over here. As you go through many different things, different situations, you'll find that some of the most recent stuff that you think really caused you pain is not really what caused you the pain. Is a deeper underlying issue, and you'll find it with every situation or person that you're looking for, or that you feel that you need to forgive, that you need to let go of that pain.
And I think that even identifies with the idea of childhood trauma. Like, not that we only sustain trauma in our childhood, but a lot of times something we didn't process emotionally in our younger years will have a recurring pattern that just continues to show up.
Yep.
And we're thinking it's a person, a place, a thing, something else whole time. It's us on loop.
Sometimes it's us about us on loop. Like, you haven't forgiven yourself for something that you didn't complete. Something that you didn't say to somebody and maybe they passed. Sorry, y'all. That's how I get my crab meat out. You know, it normally comes out in one big piece.
That's why I deal with Dungeness. You see how she working for it?
It's showing me.
I'm doing a nice little crack.
This is the sweetest meat, babe.
If you say so. Because this treat me just fine, okay?
So
juicy.
bad,
we see that?
Look at that.
I mean, it does look good. But you see that, y'all?
It's a delicious. What I like to call delicious.
So yeah, forgive yourself. Anything you might be subconsciously holding on to, let it go. Let that shit go. Let that shit go.
If you cannot, we'll be here with another mukbang to encourage you along. I think she laughing at me, right? But I'm telling you, I do this like this because the meat moves around. This meat ain't moving though. You can see it. It creates like a little... Oh, yes, it did, honey. It moved.
The meat. See, Snow, you got... I ain't doing all that. You introduced me to Dungeness, and I fell in love ever since. I'm not doing all that for a skinny piece of meat.
It did not move, so I have to work with this one.
Like, you got to get tools for Snow.
Off camera. I know, right? Let me get a claw now. I'll be right back.
So, this is actually a time for me where I can really meditate on how to direct my energy into my continued purpose, my fulfillment of my life. Something else I've gotten in touch with coming into this retrograde, because I could feel it in the shadow period, something crazy before it even fully hit.
What?
Crystals. I went and got some more crystals to add to my crystal collection, because as I do more, unblocking of my chakras and alignment work and all that good stuff, I realized that crystals are an invaluable resource to us as humans.
That they are. I have to agree. I've been using crystals to manage life for a long time. I turned on to it via a book.
Now, mind you, I've known about crystals for a while, because as she said, she's raised me. She's been using crystals for a while. So they were always a part of my life, but Now being a mother myself and just realizing how important it is to protect yourself and be vigilant while you're out and about in the world, crystals are probably one of the most effective ways to just have protective energy with you at all times.
A barrier. To be able to see stuff coming.
Mm-hmm.
The workhorse, in my opinion, my opinion is not the opinion, but it's my opinion. It's black tourmaline.
Ding, 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 ding.
I mean, but of course you love your rose quartz and everything. I know people are just trying to work on the love.
I feel like they're all like so important in so many different ways and combined ways. I definitely can agree though. Black tourmaline is probably one of the most protective crystals there are. It just grounds you. It's an all-around crystal. And it cleanses all the other ones.
I don't know if everybody would agree with that, but that's what I was taught years ago.
I'll also say one of my favorites that I'm getting in touch with now is citrine. Being a Cancer, y'all see that? Easy, she doing all that.
With the same type of thing, mind you.
Listen, it ain't the same, okay? But yeah, citrine
Love my snow.
is such a compelling crystal because it just draws in the energy of the sun. And for me being a Cancer, that's my natural birthstone. So good. Aside from that, I love amethyst. I feel like amethyst is really clarifying in terms of just, mentally, spiritually, getting yourself back on alignment. Like she said, rose quartz for love, opening the heart. I would also say green stones for the heart, right?
Yeah, like crystal cola. That's a big one. That'll help heal old wounds. Helps you let those things go. Old wounds, forgiveness,
Let it go, y'all.
retrograde.
That's the theme.
It has come back via a crystal. Let it go. Oh, you can glow, honey. Let it. That is the ultimate glow up.
When you let that old hurt go, what Auntie Solo say? You got the light. Count it all joy. What are some of my other favorite crystals? I would say my first favorite crystal of all was Tiger's Eye. Because as a kid, it just looked so pretty to me. It was like, ooh.
Yeah. I was drawn to that.
And then once I realized there was black tourmaline all over the house, it was like, oh, this one must be important. Because it's everywhere.
You got that thing on right. Yeah, I'm banging in the video. We're going to have to get over it. It's my method. I like to see it move.
You like to see it wiggle up? That's just too much work. At least bite the end off so it can slide out.
It's doing it.
You see how I just cracked this and I just, like, you be doing a lot, man. Ooh, that look good, though. Ooh, okay. Okay.
It's real clear, y'all. Real clear. That's the good stuff right there.
Talk about delicious. Yes, I'm a Cancer and I eat crabs. Crab legs. I don't really like crabs, but As you can see, I can tear down some crab legs.
They're awesome.
There's something that is so satisfying about cracking crab legs for me, y'all. As a kid, I didn't understand it, so I would just like chew through the shell and not really get the meat out.
So imagine how often I would not give her crab legs. I'm like, nah, you ain't ruining my crab meat. You crazy? Nope. I like them. No, you don't. No, you don't. My crab meat alone.
I did though. I just didn't understand the method at first. Like I would be crunching, literally just thinking I was supposed to chew the shell, but then spitting the shell out, and the meat would be in between the shell.
You just getting crab juice.
Pretty much. I'm telling y'all, this is.
You gotta understand. I've been around eating these things since I was little, probably before I can really remember, and I have very vivid early memories of this. At least 3 to 4. That's around the time it was happening.
I don't know. My mom and pop up were seafood people.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know she like making her crab stuff, but I didn't know.
Well, that was my father. He was a fellow Cancer. Happy birthday. If we taking him out for his birthday, we know it must be a seafood spot.
Shout out to that seafood spot in Maryland that we went to and got that jumbo lump meat crab cocktail. That shit was banging.
Oh, you talking about
The crab shack.
the crab bag.
Crab bag, boom.
Yeah, it's on Coastal Highway, y'all.
I wonder if they still there. We gotta go take a trip.
I am so certain it is.
Right, as good as that
They
was.
serve the Fat Albert.
Ooh,
They
I
serve that
forgot about
awesome
that.
shrimp cocktail. Yeah, I'm so certain it's still there. And it was like, standing room and people come to the shore down there. What is it? Ocean City, Maryland. And people stand in line to sit down and have them pull out the paper, put it on your table, and bring you your seafood. Depending upon what you ordered.
And it was fresh. Not like no, old been sitting in the water in the bay type. Nah, that was fresh pulled seafood.
But I gotta say, all the seafood I got down there was pretty fresh. Because we went to this place called Little Pete's or something like that. I think it's called.
Dude? I don't remember that. My crabby friend, I hope you lived a good life because you taste so good.
Poor taste. They had amazing crab dip. And it was a chicken spot. But they had awesome crab meat, honey. Awesome. Yeah, that's a movement. Movement. I know some people are just like, get this scissors. Mind your business. That's
Or
not
the
how
claw
I
clamps.
do it.
There you go.
Another nice hunks of meat.
It's just something about crab legs that's nostalgic for me too. Because crab legs is one of those meals you got to sit down and be engaged with what you're doing.
That's true.
Very communal. You want to talk to the people you eating your crab legs with. You got to use your hands. You got to get down dirty and messy.
Get down dirty.
I see that.
Ow.
A claw, y'all. A claw. Juicy.
Ooh, baby.
You got way more juice than me. I'm doing there empty.
Girl, you breaking it down. You picking that up. You sopping that up with that meat.
Like a biscuit.
Let me get one of them legs, man. Just one.
Shit.
Let's see if she's sharing now. The mukbang was my idea. Just one. I only want one leg.
Stinking so. Share some of your butter with me though. 'Cause I ain't got no more.
Okay, for the butter, I'll take the whole cluster. Yeah, thank you very much. For the butter!
Nah, but that butter is good. Like, I've never had it before. Purple onions in it. No, I'm good with lemon juice and butter. Like,
it was always lemon, parsley, and garlic.
Me.
But
nah, you took this to another.
Oh, it's starting to move, y'all.
Is that a Dungeness you doing that to?
No.
I was about to say, what are you doing?
Baby. It's my baby.
Oh, give me one. Give me a leg.
Uh-oh. She... Don't get the claw.
Check. It is slightly sweeter. I'll say that.
With that sauce.
Secrecy. But yeah, keep up with us. We're going to be on here being ourselves and eating food. And showing y'all how we get down. Let me know if y'all want to see some vegan mukbangs for any vegans out there.
I'm going to clown that whole video. That's all.
Let me know if you want to hear her clown me while I do a vegan mukbang.
Oh,
and then she going to come in halfway through the video talking about, let me get some.
That's true. That's true. If it's good. If it's guacamole.
Good.
You know.
Exactly. You was all up on that guacamole last night. Because that thing was popping and there wasn't a lick of salt in it.
Where was that when I was eating guacamole?
Upstairs.
I did ask for the salt.
Lemon juice. Purple onion, garlic. That's all you need. Ooh.
Alright, y'all. Good night. Hit that, girl.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. That way you can be notified anytime we put up content. Because, let's be real. Like, you want to hear our craziness. You want to hear our crazy mouths.
We ain't get that crazy tonight.
Real rap raw. Family shenanigans. And...